I know that literally yesterday I told you guys that I wasn't going to open any of my packs until Team of the Season. I lied. I'm opening a 100 players pack right now because I'm just completely out of fodder, and this would just help so much right now, and I'll be able to do another one of them after I open the pack. So I'm going to rip a 100 players pack. I was actually kind of hoping to get at least one best of player. We get Ona Battier and Declan Rice, at least a couple of Team of the Weeks. But how did I not get a single one of the best of players? Out of 100 cards, I didn't get a single one. I've got Mapi Leon, so at least we got a few high-rated cards. But I'll be honest, I was expecting a lot more from that. And hopefully the 100 player packs that we save for Team of the Season look a little bit better than that. But today, we're going to be talking all about the first Team of the Season, which is going to be Ligue 1. That is going to come out on Friday. Oh, we actually got De Bruyne as well. That's coming out on Friday, and I've got some investment ideas, and basically we're planning what are we going to do with our coins as investments, not just before Team of the Season, but also on day one of Team of the Season, because we do have some investments, but we don't want to be fully invested. We want to have some coins ready for Friday. I'm going to explain why. Drop a like on today's video if you're excited, and let's hop into it. Do you guys need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Well, U7Buy has you covered. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's safe with 24/7 online customer support. Even big creators use it, and it has over 40,000 positive reviews. Make sure to use my link down in the description and use code NITRO for an extra 8% at checkout. And on top of all of that, you get a 19% newcomers coin bonus. I guess you could technically count those Team of the Week cards that I packed as best of cards, but I really don't think they count. But what I've been focused on over the course of the last 2 days have been getting my Season 6 memory lane done because I completely ignored it for the entirety of the season and just until 2 days ago. And I've gone up about 15,000 SP. We're only 3,300 away. And I think I might be able to get that 15 times 87 player pack and the 87 plus times 10 because I still have most of 2 days left to get this done. And even though the best choice for me probably would be to take one of those hero cards, no. Right now is all about Team of the Season pack saving, and we are going to take the 85 plus times 7, even if it doesn't make any sense for me to do so at all. So we're going to take that. We're going to definitely stack up these packs, but I've been so obsessed with getting this 87 plus times 15 that I went out to the store and bought two 50K packs that gave me 1,000 SP each, and I've even been so desperate that I've gone to player career mode. I've never played career mode in my entire life. I actually don't even know how it works. In fact, my player got benched, and now I don't know how to get him back into the starting 11 because even though he scores a ton of goals, apparently the manager just doesn't like him, and you have to play full matches for it to work. And right now, he comes on in the 60th minute. How do I fix that? If you play career mode, please let me know because it would be absolutely clutch if I could get all of these games done and get my SP because that would actually take me all the way to level 40 and get all of the objectives I need done. I only have a day to do it, but I definitely could, no life it and just get it completed tomorrow night. So let me know how I fix that and get him back into the starting 11 because it's kind of annoying that, he just doesn't start anymore despite scoring 17 goals every single game against the beginner AI. Nonetheless, guys, let's go ahead and talk about Team of the Season in terms of what we're expecting on Friday. So Friday is going to be Team of the Season it's going to be Ligue 1. Now, I didn't put together my own prediction, but I do have Futbin's prediction here, and these are the cards that they are expecting to come out. And that's going to be Barcola, Kalimwendo, Birith, Dembele, Zakaria, João Neves, Nuno Mendes, Carrere, Marquinhos, Klaus, and Petrovic. These are all pretty good cards. It would be tough to expect too many of them to be, very, very cheap and fodder price. However, what we do have to remember is that the Arkema Premier League, which is the female French league, and the Eredivisie also comes out on Friday for week 1. Maybe they drop the Eredivisie a little later. Maybe they wait till Sunday to drop the Eredivisie as like a smaller league. And that's kind of what they did a couple years ago. But based on the schedule they dropped online, they all come out on Friday. So that's from EA themselves. That's what I'm expecting. Maybe Petrovic is cheap, but we take a look even at the bench. Cherky, David, Andre Santos, he might be cheap. One thing to note is that Footbin believes that every single card is going to have 4 Playstyle Plus. They did leak that some Team of the Seasons will have 4 Playstyle Plus, and the only leaked card we have so far, which is from the Ferran Torres objective in the paid premium season pass, it does have 4 Playstyle Plus. I'm just not expecting them to do 4 Playstyle Plus on every single card. I think that some of them, like Dembele, for sure are going to have 4 Playstyle Plus. I just don't expect it to happen on every card. I think they're going to do 3 Playstyle Plus on a lot of them, but that's just my opinion on it, and we'll probably figure out if that's the case here in a couple of days. Rabiot, Doué's definitely got to be in this promo somehow, and then Pacho. These are all predictions, by the way. But one thing to note is that I don't believe that they're going to make any of the Team of the Season cards, especially from the big top 5 leagues, any less than probably 91 rated, as they've predicted right here, which means that when we look at fodder cards, all of the 91 rated fodder cards are probably cards that we want to stay away from. 91 to 95 rated cards, there's going to be so many more cards added to the game that are 91, 92, 93, 94, 95 rated, and cards like Angerer, which is a very cheap fodder card right now at about 94,000 coins, and we actually invested in that card and, basically just got our coins back. Didn't really make any coins on that card. I don't think I want to hold that until Friday because you never know what's going to happen with these new cards added to the game. There's so many high-rated fodder cards. However, when we look at low-rated fodder cards, I think there's a lot of upside. I shouted out 87s, but even anything between 86 and even 88 could be a shout. Now, you have 2 options. 1, buy these cards during Division Rival rewards on Thursday. There's going to be good prices. Of course, 87s you can buy right now at 5.1, and 86s you can get for 3.6. But 88s right now have already risen 2,000 coins since we shouted them out. So maybe wait until they go back down a little bit. And then you could also, second option, is wait until Friday because so many packs are going to be open during this promo all at once. Even if there are some upgrade SBCs, even if there are some player SBCs that require some of that high-rated fodder, I think the supply is going to outweigh it based on how many packs have been saved by the community overall. My transfer list definitely has quite a bit, and it doesn't even show all of the packs. But there's going to be a lot of people ripping packs on Friday, which is probably going to give us another window to get involved in this gold fodder. However, when it comes to Team of the Week fodder, it might be the shout to go in on Thursday for sure. So Mariona is one of the cards that is fodder right now. She's about 17,000 coins. Declan Rice, of course, we packed him earlier in this video. He's another one of the Team of the Weeks that you could invest in. So these cards are about 17K right now. You can even get in on some of the cards that we got in on last week, which was Mamardashvili, 17K. I've been offloading some of them, but in terms of a long-term hold, I think these are very, very safe. Last year, Team of the Week cards all went up above 30,000 coins because they're not in packs anymore. Yet EA Sports still tend to require them for SBCs. And so there's demand for the SBCs, higher demand than probably what we've seen all year because everybody wants the upgrade packs and the chance to get a Team of the Season. But there's no supply because they're not in packs anymore. And after Friday, there's only going to be those Team of the Week upgrade SBCs left. There's not going to actually be any in packs. So these Team of the Week cards, I think, are still safe to hold, even though I've been selling some of them and taking coins. I think that you could definitely get involved in these cards on Thursday at Division Rival Rewards. Now, Mamardashvili, he's not in packs, but the other cards that I mentioned are in packs, and you can see like Mikel Moreno is also in packs. I'm not just shouting out Arsenal players on purpose. That card's actually still pretty expensive. He's not even fodder price quite yet. But there are a lot of cards that are still in packs from the best of promo for this week. So with that being said, those cards are what I think you should be investing in right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at some other reasons that fodder cards could go up during this promo. If we take a look at last year, our first live upgrade or our first upgrade TOTS SBC was live TOTS upgrade, and it was super, super cheap. It was very, very cheap. You only needed an 86 rated squad with a TOTS live player. That was it. All you needed to do is get a TOTS live player. Rafa Mujica, we already looked at him. He was awfully cheap. But When we get into some of the more expensive teams like the Premier League and, the ultimate team of the season, those are going to be more expensive. The ultimate TOTS needed an 86, 88, and I believe an 89 rated squad with 3 team of the seasons. The Premier League guarantee ended up needing an 86 and an 88 rated squad with 2 team of the season cards. So these are very good investments right now, those 86 to 88 rated cards, but also on day one, maybe even going out and picking up a team of the season card and in anticipation for these cards to go up. I mean, take a look at their graph while they're in packs. This was the cheapest team of the season during the first week, and that Rafa Mujica, which was a very bad card, only had 2 playstyle pluses on it, and honestly, stats that were probably outweighed by Future Stars cards that came out in January. That card was 14.3 thousand coins a couple days into release, yet that card went from 14,000 coins all the way to extinct at 35k within the course of team of the season. And you can sell at pretty much any point during team of the season whenever you wanted to make profit. And quite frankly, I think that team of the season this year, they could be even more extreme than what they were last year, because I'm expecting higher upgrades for these cards, and there's going to be less options for fodder like Rafa Mujica. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe they will drop, 88 rated team of the season cards like they did last year. But with the power curve this year and how much faster it's been going as of late, and the fact that we're adding up to, 4 play styles on these team of the seasons, I just can't imagine that they're going to drop any cards that look like that in FC 25. So maybe pick up some of those cards during the first couple of days, especially if they get low towards the price of normal fodder. And when I'm talking normal fodder, I mean, if those team of the season cards that are, 91 rated end up being the cheapest 91 in the game, I think that it's a no-brainer to pick those cards up, guys. We're rocking no face cam for the rest of the video. This is actually the first time I've gone no face cam in a video this year, but it's been a chaotic night. It's basically flooding in my kitchen, and it's 7 a.m. I've been dealing with that nonstop. So just want to get this video out to you guys as soon as possible with all the information that we can, because Dan Burn is coming as a team of the season player, and it gives us a little confirmation on what we talked about earlier with the fact that not every team of the season is going to have 4 playstyle plus, and this is confirmation of that, because these are the official stats and the playstyle plus. It's coming in the season pass. Now, will it be in the paid season pass or the normal season pass? We do not know that yet, but he's going to have 3 playstyles, 3 playstyle plus, anticipate, block, and aerial. Pretty good card. That would slot into my starting 11 right now. Will it start into my slot into my starting 11 in a couple of weeks? Probably not. Well, hopefully not, because hopefully our team is upgraded much beyond that. We're also going to get Ribery in the season pass, but this one is confirmed in the paid season pass, and it's going to have 4 playstyle plus. Now, I would assume that everybody who does pay for the season pass is going to unlock everything. They're going to put the time in to get every single card and every single pack out of it. But for Franck Ribery, this card, I mean, it's definitely in pretty much everybody's team right now. 4 playstyle plus. It's going to be incredible. It just comes down to how long is it going to take to unlock it? How many weeks of SP are you going to need to actually get this card? Because I would expect to see this card in quite a few teams in a few weeks' time. But we're also going to see Bundesliga TOTS voting start soon, and that's exciting. We'll definitely drop a video on that once it drops officially. I was hoping that Premier League wasn't going to be the only team that we would vote on, but Bundesliga is going to be a vote as well. So the fan opinion does matter to Bundesliga. We'll see that drop. We already know that that's going to be after Premier League. So we're going to have the Ligue 1 TOTS and then Premier League, and then I think it's actually La Liga, then Bundesliga. I actually can't remember what the third one is, but we know it's not going to be in the first 2 weeks, that's for sure. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the recent promos, guys, before we end today's video, because we did get Immortals. We actually really like Buffon as an investment still. I think at 288k, this is a good card. We're starting to see some more panic. We're seeing big cards drop in price throughout this week, and we're really seeing prices drop with that team of the season panic. I mean, take a look at Jairzinho, guys. This card was 1.6 million coins while he was in packs. Actually spiked up to 1.7 on the day he went out of packs. This card has come down all the way from 1.6 million coins to 1 million coins just in a few days. This is what we're looking for. And now we're finally getting closer to the price that we probably would want to pay on these cards, because these are cards that are going to go up during team of the season. The question is, when are they going to hit their low point? And I do believe that Wednesday is the time to buy these cards. I think Wednesday is going to be the lowest point. I believe we're going to get leaks on Wednesday that give us confirmation on what cards we're going to get into team of the season. We're going to start getting SBC leaks. We're going to have the peak of the panic on Wednesday. And then we're going to start seeing these cards rise, probably starting after division rival rewards, but that might stay about the same price on Thursday. Then we're going to start seeing these cards rise on the first week of team of the season. That's when they're going to start going up. So after this weekend, the longer you wait, the more you're probably going to make. And last year we saw these icon cards that came out during Galazzo. I mean, some of them tripled in price, and a lot of them doubled. Only a few of the cards didn't move up in price, but none of them really dropped. So I do believe that buying these cards on Wednesday is going to be the play, and that could probably be the case for a lot of the previous promos, just as long as they're not in the best of re-release. If they're in the best of re-release, you need to wait until Thursday to buy those cards. So your Cristiano Ronaldo informs, you're going to wait till Thursday to buy those cards. For your Kavica, Kovacic, Skelias, you're going to wait until Thursday to buy those cards. But for any of the other previous promo cards, and they have to be meta enough to still be somewhat used in the game, but those are going to be at the cheapest on Wednesday. So that's the time to buy all of your metas. So if this video helped you out, guys, make sure to drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you guys again, hopefully tomorrow, as long as my entire apartment isn't completely flooded. All right, see you then. Bye.